Good morning to you all. It's December the 12th. This is Miss Kim. Um, I'm like several hours early going live um, due to the fact that I have some things I have to do later on this evening. Um, so I'm not going to be able to go live at 5 o'clock. So I wanted to do a live video, live video now. Um, we ask for a lot of prayers for everybody in the YouTube community, which is all fine, but we also need to remember that we need to pray for others that are not in the YouTube community um, that we're aware of at this time anyway. Um, a lot of states were hit Friday and Saturday with some really super devastating tornadoes and some areas in Kentucky. I was looking at the video footages and my heart is just breaking for all the devastation that has endured throughout the state of Kentucky. And my heartfelt condolences to the families that lost loved ones in Kentucky and other states with these storms that had came out Friday and Saturday. Um, I tell you, if I was a billionaire or a millionaire, I wouldn't be setting my little happy butt around thinking about how I'm going to make my next billion or next million. Instead, I would be out here on the ground trying to help people that really need help right now. Well, hi, JW. How are you today? I sit here and I just want to bust out in tears to see, because I see all this devastation going on everywhere. And it's going to take months and years for people to recover from this. And it really, it really sucks. And I hate it that these people are having to go through this. I don't like to use that word hate, but I really dislike it that they have to go through all this. But we don't have no control over the weather. Um, we don't have no control over the weather or anything. Um, man has control over the weather. They've been weather manipulating for a long time. So I mean, it's nothing new for them. You know, um, they've been doing it since the 60s or longer, 30s. I don't even remember, but I know they've been doing it for a long time. And it just really really breaks my heart to see how how these people can live with themselves every day, get up and think that they're so much better than everybody else because they're a millionaire or billionaire or gazillionaire, whatever you want to call it, and they're not. Y'all, I got well, JW is the only one here. Well, I'm gonna pull him up here. How you doing this morning, JW?
Hey, how you doing, Demeter? Can you hear me?
I'm hanging in there. Just a little upset with all this devastation and the ignorance and stupidity of rich people.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
that was pretty weird. It was you know, normally we hear a lot of here we hear a lot of talk when there's going to be severe weather. We get a lot of pre warnings and stuff like this, and there wasn't no kind of pre warnings or nothing. Which a lot of times weathermen can tell when something's going to develop, but this just there wasn't no severe forecast or anything like that, and I was outside um, filming the lightning and everything that night with my other camera, and I
Mhm.
had no idea. It was just supercells up there. I had no idea that it was gonna turn into that, And then the sirens started going off here, and it's like, what? Why are the sirens going off? There wasn't no any talk about this.
Hi, Sankoy, and welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, hello, Sinkoi.
Yeah, JW, what really gets me about that is this thing stayed on the ground for over 200 and something mile path.
I heard it was 400.
And I'm like, are you kidding? Because it come right out of your area from out of the Arkansas part that it went up through Missouri, back down and um, come through Tennessee, Kentucky, going up into the Ohio Valley and on up into Virginia and West Virginia. And it was
Hmm.
the most horrific thing I've ever seen. And to see the devastation, Fort Campbell, Kentucky is just a couple miles down the road from me. The military base it had been hit. It's not been hit
Really?
real hard, but it was hit.
Yeah,
There is some wind damage and stuff alongside the roads out in front of the military base.
yeah,
You go right across and you get on the state line road and you go up the back roads to what into Hopkinsville, and you can see even more devastation. You know,
mm,
um, it really breaks my heart, and my heart just really goes out to everybody. And I just, like I said, if I was a millionaire or a billionaire or gazillionaire, I wouldn't be setting myself here in my house, and I wouldn't be thinking about my next trip, going out on the yacht with the crew. I would be out here doing something to try to help my fellow Americans,
yeah,
because that's how my heart plays. But
yeah. Well, they're. I'm sure the insurance companies are freaking out right now.
well, you got to remember the millionaires and the gazillionaires. They own the insurance company, so they can say, "Yeah, we can pay this," or "No, we can't pay this."
Yeah.
The ball is in their park, so they got control of everything. They got control of your food. They got control of all your access to anything and everything you want to do. They have control over it.
Hmm.
And they should not, never, ever have been able to have that type of power.
Yeah. Well, the Arkansas governor, he come uh to where the in Monette, Arkansas, where that nursing home was hit, I think, and he was looking at it, and he had told this girl that was interviewing him or whatever. He said that the people that's lost this kind of stuff, that the federal they'll have to wait for the federal aid to kick in, and then if it doesn't, then they may have a plan to help if it doesn't. So you know,
It's always about federal aid, federal aid, federal aid. What happened to people helping people? I mean, yeah, there's us, the lower class citizens. We're always out there trying to help other people, you know. But the top of the elite, they ain't doing nothing but helping themselves. When all these tragedies hit, that money ain't going out to the people. It's being rerouted and diverted right back to them. And excuse my French, but it really sucks a big one.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
You can here's the most important thing. You can replace any kind of materialistic thing, but you can't replace life.
Mhm. That's right.
You can't replace it. you know, and
Yeah, no, you can't.
um, um,
You can
that
never replace that. A lot of
right.
people have lost their lives throughout this horrific stuff. I mean, for Pete's sake, did you see the devastation of Bowling Green?
No, I didn't see that. I seen the one in Mayfield.
It, Bowling Green is just like leveled. There's whole
Is
areas of
it?
Bowling Green just leveled.
Hmm.
There's and hundreds of people missing, hundreds of people, to be expected to, it's going into a recovery state now. It's not. It's
Hmm.
oh. I kind of want to travel and, because Bowling Green's not that far from me. The other areas are not that far from me. But I don't feel comfortable. I'm going to put it that way. I don't feel comfortable going and recording that type of devastation and putting it on my YouTube channel.
Hmm.
There's enough people already doing that.
Well,
I don't need to do.
I mean, you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to record it. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just go. If you wanted to, you could just try to go find like a some kind of command center up there or something that they're needing volunteers to, help in a like a soup line or something like that,
Yeah,
or I mean, I'm just saying, you know, possibilities,
yeah. It's
uh,
just devastating. That's just like here the other month when we had these floods come through Tennessee and Waverly down by Loretta Lynn's ranch and stuff. It all got flooded. A lot of people got flooded, lost their homes. A lot of people lost their lives then, you
Loretta
know.
Lynn's ranch got flooded.
Well, the flood was down there by her ranch and stuff.
Hmm.
Another member from her staff was killed that day.
Hmm.
Um, that had
What?
been with Miss Loretta for years. I've had the
Yeah.
pleasure of meeting her in person years ago. She is really a wonderful lady, and I love going down to her dude ranch
Yeah. I've been
and
there one time.
just like going down there and just sitting there and just chilling out sometimes. Um, Maybe see about getting one of the horses and riding it or something.
You
But
know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be a fireman, and I had a lot of dealings with emergency management and stuff like that. And
mhm.
they told me that FEMA, they what their uh, attitude is they have said that it is easier to clean up after a disaster than to warn people about it before it gets here. Ain't
Oh,
that
I don't
something?
doubt. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Hi,
Ain't
Miss
that something?
Malachi. Yeah, that is. And Southernmost, you're right. Yeah, the government wants total control, and they should not have that much power. Miss Malachi, I came on earlier the now instead of 5 o'clock this evening because I have some things to do later on this evening. So I thought I would pop on here and chit chat. And I've got room for plenty of folks to come up here if y'all want to come up here. Um, I redid my StreamYard thing so I could get more than three people up here. So um, I'm gonna take advantage of it while I got it right now and see how it all plays out.
When that first
I miss Tony.
when that hello Tony and Malachi, how you doing? Uh, when that storm was first coming through here, um, it I was outside trying to film some of it, and then everything was good until the rain come. When the rain come, that's when I started to enter back in. Well, as soon as I got the door open and trying to come back in, man, I'm talking about a gust of wind. Just it pushed me in the house.
Yeah,
It just when I opened the door, that the wind just it pushed me into the house back inside.
Yeah, it was here too. I was on with Miss Malachi and them, and I dropped my live stream, and we were just sitting in the back because I was talking to Stacy J from the UK, and we were doing a prayer for her. And when Stacy dropped down, and Miss Tony, just as soon as Miss Tony dropped down, my weather alert started going off, and Miss Malachi was about to panic. And here is Miss Malachi, JW.
Hiya.
Hey, how you doing?
There's
Say
them
hello.
beautiful. Let me pull them babies up here.
Say hello.
She says, I'm going to run. She's
I'm
so
just
pretty.
about to take them over home. So I am. They've been here all night. So that's the wee one that had COVID, and she's over it now. So
Praise the Lord.
hold on, I haven't got my wee stand on. Look, say hello.
Hello, sweetie.
She's away. They're going, is that your friends? Is that your friends?
Yes, we're her friends.
Say hello. They're all hiding. This is the cheeky one.
She's pretty.
Say hello.
No.
She said, y'all tell me not to talk to strangers, and you're trying to put me on the thing with strangers.
So
That's
I'm
how
just popping on.
that's how
I'm
Sydney
popping
that's
off
how
again.
Sydney is.
I got them out for a walk last night, to see some of the lights up here. So we got pizza. Are you playing with bubbles? They're destroying my kitchen. That's the best thing with grandkids. You can leave them home and get their feet up and get peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll pop off and I'll catch you when I catch you.
I gotta tell you, I heard your husband's joke about the horse.
I know.
That was funny.
His jokes are as bad as Andy's. I'll pop on again when I get these ones over home.
Okay, Miss Malachi. I'm gonna be on for a little bit.
Say
and,
bye.
Bye, sweetie. Y'all have a good day and enjoy your time with your grandmother.
They're covered in bubbles, so they are. Right, I'll catch you later.
All right, Miss
All
Malachi.
right.
Right, bye.
Bye. Love you. Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah.
She enjoys them grandbabies when she gets a chance to get them.
Mm-hmm.
That's always good. But yeah, it just really breaks my heart to see everything, especially right here at the holidays. And they speak about a dark winter. You don't know what they're referring to because
Right.
uh, this has been their game plan from Jump Street for many, many years. So it really just stuns me and slaps me in the face to think that we have been manipulated by so many people, and so many people's eyes are still not open to what is going on around them.
Yeah, that whole dark winter thing, I've tried to wrap my head around it too, and I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I mean, what is he? What was he meaning? This no power or like a very bad polar vortex that's shutting everything off. I mean, what's he talking about? Or, I mean, how can he tell what kind of winter we're going to have? Nothing, or is it something that they are in control of?
Well, of course they're in control. They've always been in control. That's the problem.
Because if they are, I want to know how they're doing it. Are they using it with satellites or what?
Well, you got to think about it with all the advanced technology. It's like I've said to other people, and when I've talked before, you can believe what you want to believe. We can agree to disagree, but they've altered and manipulated scripture. They've took parts out and put parts in throughout the centuries and stuff. And they have such advanced technology. I mean, come on. The wildfires in California, for Pete's sake. I'm not no high school educated person. I don't have no college degree, but I got damn common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see with my own two eyes right in front of me that
Mm-hmm.
we're being played like a soft little violin.
Mm-hmm.
When do you see a fire that gets so hot that the motors inside the car are melting on the ground? The houses are disintegrated, cars are disintegrated, but trees are still green and thriving. I mean, how is that?
Yeah, I know it takes 1,200 degrees for an engine to start melting.
So to me, I'm saying they got hit with lasers.
Like a directed energy weapon, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only common sensible thing that comes to mind. I mean, I might get a strike or probably get slapped by YouTube by that, but I'm just, like I said, I'm not no high school graduate. I don't have no college degree. I just got common sense, and I think for myself. I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
just gonna say when I seen those pictures coming out of California and stuff on those fires, and the fires around here in the state of Tennessee and Kentucky and Georgia and stuff, the ones here were a lot different from the ones out there. They wanted certain areas targeted, and that's what they did.
Mm. Boy, if they did, that's some bad karma right there.
What comes around goes around, and it's going to
Mm.
bite you in the butt. That's for sure.
Mm. And see, China just come out just the other day and said that they come out and said that they control the weather there. If they're going to have some big celebration or festival, they're going to control the weather so that it doesn't rain during their celebration. They said that.
Mm-hmm.
See? Yeah.
That's because they can do that. They've been experimenting with it since the Vietnam War, since before the Vietnam War. Hi, Laura. I know I'm way early today, but I have some family coming down later on this afternoon, so I figured I would jump on early. And then Miss Kathy has worked her schedule around because I said I was coming on today. I was going to come live last night, but I got caught up in Miss Kathy's jewelry sales again.
Hello, Laura.
Yeah. Actually, I got my little one had bought a new Christmas tree, so I let her pick it out. So I have to have my little brother's help with it because there's too many plugs going here and going there because it's a pre-lit tree. Actually, no, I just wanted my little brother to come down. That's all. So I'm using the tree as an excuse. He's good at decorating. Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I've even said, JW, with all the volcanoes popping off and stuff and all the advanced technology that man has, who's to say that they're not underneath down in the ocean shooting laser beams or whatever it is that they do to help fuel some of these volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's something to think about.
I actually had a crazy thought,
You know,
it was just a crazy thought. What if one of the satellites is like you know, shooting this invisible directed energy weapon, pointed it at the volcano. Because I don't know if you've seen it. Do you remember that
Mhm.
graph that come out that had all the red circles
Yeah,
right there? Right there. You remember that?
yeah, yeah.
That wasn't that kind of odd and peculiar.
Well, yeah, and I have somewhere, I don't know if I've got it here. Let me look and see. Um, there was a picture um, that was sent to me uh, through somebody, and when you look at the picture, it is of a volcano, and it's got like a blue beam that come right down into the dead center of that volcano.
Really?
Yeah, and
Wow. Check that out.
I'm like, that is unreal. That is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Um, I've got it somewhere. I've got so much stuff bookmarked, I can't keep up with everything that I do have.
And I didn't, and I just got through saying that, and I had no idea that you seen something like that. Something like that. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I even shared it with a couple other people.
Hmm.
And they're like, holy cow, Miss Kim, is this thing for real? It's the news article. That's the way it came,
Hmm.
you know? So, um, you take it as you see it or, whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not surprised because we have got the world has got such advanced technology that they don't even want it out there because back before Christ was even born, I'm going to go even back that far. Um, there was such advanced technology back then, and you know, I mean, if you think about it, you look at the pyramids and everything else, and you look at the drawings and the different things, you could see that there was advanced technology. There had to be, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
there were big people. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the um, Anunnakis and them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You got
but
you got a Russian bot in here. There you go.
so yeah, I seen it pop up. That's why I was trying to get it there. Um, but it really bothers me a lot.
Mm-hmm. You see what
Um,
Southernmost says right there? I seen that. I seen
yeah,
it.
southernmost, yeah. I saw that as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I sure did. It was fast too.
Hmm.
It was fast.
And that was through a drone.
I mean,
That was through a drone.
it looked like a rod of God or something. It was. I mean, just it come from from the right hand side, just like that, man.
Hmm. Yes, Lord, we know about the bills that you can fold, and it shows the stories. Um, 9/11. uh, I really don't even like 9/11 anymore, and that's my birthday. Um,
Wow.
that morning, I woke up and I was up early that day, just fixed me a cup of tea and sat down, and I heard something on the TV, and it was the first plane that hit the building. And I started flipping through the channels. I'm like, are you serious? And it's like on every channel. And then all of a sudden, bam, the second plane. And I'm like, what is this, some kind of movie script that they're playing here? Because and I'm flipping through all the channels and I'm calling my kids and I'm thanking God that they're out in New York. They're not up there. They're here, you know.
My mother, it was like 8:30 in the morning, and my mother called me. She goes, turn your TV on. We're being attacked. I said, what? She goes, yeah,
It
we're
was
being attacked.
it was a setup attack for the insurance. And the way for that administration that was in office, I'm not going to call out his name, but Mr. Evil, uh, his smug look on his face sitting there like and then they have the pictures around. Go to YouTube and look up, it's a little comedy sketch. It's My Pet Goat.
Mm,
Watch it. Look at all the
okay.
symbolism in it. And it will show Mr. Evil sitting there with them kids reading when he gets the word, and then it goes to Mr. O.
Mm,
And when one of my neighbors told me about that, I was like, what the heck? I
mm.
watched it over there at his place a little bit, him and his wife. I come back home and I turned it back on, and my daughter come out here. She said, Mom, what are you watching? My oldest daughter. And yeah, I wasn't at work. I was going to go to work, but I ended up not going to work.
Yeah. Oh, 5 minutes after it happened, the phone lines was you couldn't get through. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
they were jammed up. I
No,
remember that.
you couldn't get through. And not just that too. When I sat and I seen that building, when that second plane hit, I sat there and I watched the whole thing. I even had to go pour me a splash of Jack Daniels in my hot tea that morning to calm my nerves down. So that's why I didn't go to work. But anyway, when I seen that, and then later on, hours later, the way the building just collapsed in on itself and fell, I said, no, that mm-mm, mm-mm. They some really shady stuff going on right there. Really, really shady.
It
'Cause you had
looked like a precision drop, didn't it?
you had those two that fell, then you had the other building to fall. What made the other building fall? Because it wouldn't even, I mean, come on. Wake up, smell the coffee. People had been talking about people roaming around and they're doing stuff weeks ahead of time.
Mm. And I was,
So-called maintenance. So,
yeah, I was thinking about all the people being in that building and all the furniture and everything, all of it coming down at once on top of all these people just falling all that way, man. How bad that would be. I
it
mean,
was horrible.
couches, all this stuff just coming down, man, like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, because you got hundreds of floors there, if I'm not mistaken. I'm
Man,
not. Um, I won't go in a three. I will go on a 3-story building, but I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be there long enough to conduct my business and get my butt out. And I don't care how much it pains me to walk up and down steps. You ain't getting me in no elevator.
I don't like them either. I have a fear of them stopping and being trapped in it.
Well, you're probably right. Sankoya probably had a bunch of records and documents there. That's probably why the other building so-called collapsed too. You know, so
Have you ever
yeah.
watched demolition buildings on YouTube? Have you ever
Mhm.
watched them? How they, I mean, there's precision. They just drop them right there, just right there in the spot.
Yeah.
Now these big chimney stacks, I've seen them when they drop them. They don't just drop them right there. They let them fall. They'll let them fall over. But like these buildings, when they detonate them, everything they just right there.
Yeah, Laura, I'm sure it was horrific. I thank God that I was not there to see it personally. But I know what an explosion can do. I have seen a hand grenade explosion firsthand, so I know what a hand grenade can do to a person and to areas around it, wherever it explodes at. Um, it's horrific. And that stays with you in your mental, it stays with you mentally. You can put it back in your subconscious mind, but it's always going to be there, you know.
Can you imagine being up 50 foot up underneath one of them towers, 50 foot from it, okay, looking up at it, and you seeing it starting to come down? Think about if you was trying to run from that. Think about what would be going through your mind.
You
Saying
can't.
50 foot away from 50 feet. That's just 5-10 feet right there, and looking up there and seeing it coming down like that. Trying to run.
It's a scary thought.
And everybody else around you trying to run like a stampede.
Yeah. Well, thank your husband for his service, Laura. I come from a long line of military family as well. But it was, yeah, I just was looking at some of the video footages and stuff, and it's just breaking my heart seeing all this stuff. And I'm just like, I wish there was more than just going and fixing a bowl of soup or something like that for somebody. I wished I had enough money just to go out and give everybody like $1,000, just to help them. That's not a lot of money, but it's a jump start. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. So I can't do that. I'm some poor dirts richer than I am. And everybody's like, how do you figure that, Miss Kim? I said, well, you can grow anything that you want if you try hard enough in soil. So dirt is very rich if you know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, I never thought about it that way. Well, you might want to start thinking about it, and you might want to pack you back some seeds because you never know when you might need them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
And you better learn how to grow. It's not hard to grow.
Yeah, have some kind of if you don't have a spot where you can like grow you some big garden or something, figure out alternate ways to do it,
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in an apartment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I am too. Yeah.
For now, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking for a different place to move here after the first of the year, after my little one gets out between the first of the year and time she gets out of school.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get back outside the city.
Out in the county?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you're in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to grow some garlic. That's what I want to grow.
Garlic's pretty easy to grow.
It takes 9 months though. Man.
I didn't know it took that long. But,
yeah, 9 months.
They say it's pretty easy. I had some garlic plants growing, but they killed over. I went on vacation and stayed a couple of days extra and come back, and all my plants are just like,
oh no.
It's like, okay. It happens every year, so some things is an experiment and stuff. My mystery seeds that I had growing over the summer ended up being carrots, and they were deformed. They come out with 2 legs, and they were crossed, and
really
they look funny, yeah, because of the container I had them in. So I said, well, but I knew what Moonlight Gypsy, I think it was, told me that they were carrots when they started coming up. So yeah, there is a lot of YouTube channels and stuff that you can watch about growing plants and stuff and using fertilizer and stuff. And I like the way Ghost Prepper did some of his stuff over the summer. He put some of his stuff in dirt, and then he grew some with just water, and it was water and some other stuff that he put in the water, some chemicals and stuff he put in the water to help them grow and stuff. And I think I haven't seen any of his videos lately, but I think most of his plants come out pretty good. So, matter of fact, well, I know why I haven't seen any of his videos, because I didn't sign up for the membership fee. So, but anyway, when you're tight on money, you can't, and you want to try to help somebody, but you can't help everybody. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. It's like, but I really want to help this person, but I know I can't do this, because if I do this, then I can't buy toilet paper, or I can't, and everything is just jacked up right now.
Yeah.
So,
Especially beef.
yeah. I did, however, go to the grocery store yesterday. Let me go get it very quick. I picked up 2 packages of meat. I picked up some beef stew meat, and it was $4.99 a pound, and it was 0.71 ounces. That was the weight. But I only paid $3.54 for that little pack of meat. And usually I'll just buy a roast.
Yeah.
And cook the roast up and make my own beef stew meat.
Yeah.
But
I had asked this farmer guy. He had cattle. I said, "Hey, how much would it cost to buy one of them cows out there and have it processed and all these different package, processed?" And he told me $2,000, $800 cow processed would turn out to be $2,000.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And they had the family pack of ribeye steak, because I like to take a ribeye steak every once in a while.
Yeah.
And cook it and then chop it up and make a steak fajita. But the ribeye steak was $7.99 a pound. And it weighs 1.667 pounds. And I paid $13 for 2 of them.
Well, that ain't bad at all. Then
No, I mean,
you had a good score there. Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it ain't.
I don't really usually get the one with the bone. Oh no, it doesn't have.
Those look like half tomahawks.
But my little one, she doesn't like steak a lot, so I don't buy them very often. Neither one of my girls like steak, but it's just me and the little one now. So
I didn't when I was young, but I do now. Your taste changes every 7 years.
Yeah. My little brother that's coming here today, he's been waiting on me to fix a rack of lamb.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He doesn't know that I have 2 of them that I bought here way before all this crap happened, and resealed them again, even though they were already vacuum sealed. I double sealed them. But if I can get them to come here for Christmas, that's what I'm gonna fix them for Christmas. So he's like, I like mine with the fat on them. I'm like, well, I like it with just a little bit, but I got to cut all that other stuff off of there. He's like, no, sis, that's a good fat. And I'm like, no, still. Just leaving a little bit on there just to cook, and then put your herbs stuff on there and stuff. Yeah. But I know a rack of lambs is expensive. They were expensive before all this crap happened, so I can only imagine what they'd be like. I happened to look up and find the cheapest rack of lambs at Aldi's. I'll be looking through them, so which one's the cheapest?
Right.
Know? And if you don't get them when you see them at Aldi's, you can forget it, because they ain't gonna be there when you go back. I don't know who buys them all up, but there's some folks that just buy them up real quick.
Right.
And here we go talking about food, and my belly gonna start hollering, "Feed me, Seymour, feed me." I'll be like JW sitting over there behind the screen, behind the camera. I'm good. I'm just snacking on my Oreos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but Snap, I didn't buy no Oreos.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, Laura, you see you got several freezers with deer meat in it. How many watts total do you think all of your freezers is using combined? How many wattage? I asked that in case there's a power outage. I mean, do you got a backup there in case the power goes out?
I sure pray so, because
yeah, she's got several freezers.
A lot of meat.
Yeah.
Because I know my little brother, when I went to West Virginia last summer, he wanted to give me his generator, his gas generator that he had. He said he was going to buy him a new one.
Oh,
he
yeah?
said it works. He said it works and all, sis. He said it's just really loud. And I said, Bubba, I live in an apartment. Okay. I'd have to chain it up with a big logging chain on my back deck, so nobody tried to steal it, which I don't think that they would anyway.
You have a back deck?
Yeah.
Oh, you could do it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're good. If you got a back deck.
Little back deck right here.
Oh, yeah, man, you're set. Oh,
and
yeah.
I got a little storage room out here.
Oh, yeah, man.
But it has the water heater in there, so you don't have much room.
Shoot. My folks went out, and I had built them a back deck. Shoot, the power went out. They put a generator back there on it, man, and just let it run, man. And yeah, you're set, girl. Get you a generator. Yeah.
Well, Sierra's room, when Sierra moved out, I converted her room to my stock room. So I got that whole bedroom right here.
Yeah.
And it's got 3 5-tier shelves in there. And then it's got all my stuff for my Canon and other stuff.
Yeah.
And
but you can have them on propane and also solar and let's see here, it's the dual ones I seen was It
Oh,
was
nice.
gas. It was gas and propane, which the one I got now, it's just regular gas, But uh, when you got a freezer, I've learned that any kind of container that's got a lid on it, a snug lid, fill it full of water, put it in that freezer, and that'll help prolong the stuff in there to be cool. A block of ice. That's all
Mhm.
a freezer is really, is just an electric ice chest.
Yeah, I was looking into one of those from the Patriot Supplies, the little solar power generator. I said, but the only thing is you can only plug in the small refrigerator. You can't plug in the big one unless they have one where you can plug in your regular big one. I said,
It That's called that. You're talking about the Sidekick, aren't you?
yeah,
Yeah, I have
yeah.
one of those, and it only works up to 300 watts, so it will not run a regular, a simple refrigerator that doesn't have an ice maker in it. It will not run one of those.
Yeah.
Now it may run a small chest freezer.
Well,
Uh,
they were the way they were describing it would run like a college dorm refrigerator,
oh,
one of the
oh
mini
yeah,
refrigerators. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see. Let me unhook here. I'll
What's Miss JW doing?
She said she just woke up. You see it? See, I got one right there. See it? Like that?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just a little one that's sitting on a table. That's the one you're talking about, ain't it?
What was that?
What I just showed you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a little refrigerator right
Oh, the
there.
little fridge. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
just a.
what they were saying would run off of that little
Oh yeah, yeah, it
generator.
will. Most definitely.
Good
Most
morning, sweetie.
definitely. I guarantee you that thing ain't no 300 watts.
I'm doing a live stream now instead of later on because your uncle and them's coming and then we're going to go eat. My little one just got up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excuse me. She's been up, she said. Well, see, that's why I started canning. I was watching some of the other ones in some of the prepping communities and stuff canning meat. So I figured instead of me losing everything in my freezer, I would just can a bunch of chicken and hamburger meat and beef stew meat and other meats and stuff. That way I don't have to worry about it if the power goes out and the freezer goes down. I ain't got to worry about losing all that meat. I've got it canned and put back.
Well,
So
hello, Harold.
Harold, where do you see
Yeah,
Harold?
he said he
I,
he said hi to me, but I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I'm scrolling up, but
I don't see him in the chat room at all.
oh,
Oh, I know what happened. Was a couple weeks ago. I was in here tinkering around and I hit them three little thingies over here in the chat room and was trying to nail somebody else. And I think I accident. And how do you get in there and unblock somebody if you blocked
all
them?
right. I'll tell you. You have to go into your YouTube Studio, go into settings, then go into
The,
community, and then you'll have to look where your blocked users are, and then just he'll have an X by his name, and just undo it.
and the YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube Studio.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to the YouTube studio. It has YouTube TV, music, kids,
Up
and
there
stuff.
where your picture is, up there in the far right, up there.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Okay.
click that. Then you'll see settings. You'll see YouTube Studio. Click the YouTube
Oh,
Studio.
okay. I got it. Settings.
Yeah, and then go to community. and then you'll have a box there that says blocked users.
Yeah, I was messing around. I ended up blocking him. I think it was him and somebody else. And I'm like, how did I just do that? Okay, settings. I went to settings and you said community.
Mm-hmm.
Members. Okay. Count notifications. Billing payment. I don't see anything that says anything about community. Create a channel. Channel status. View or change your Google account settings. Where did I go? I went to the settings. Or
let me go into mine here and see here.
you know I'm not that tech savvy, JW.
Yeah, you are. Let's see.
I'm trying.
Let's see here.
Let me go back.
I'm walking through it with you here. All right, I'm gonna go to settings. Let's see here.
Go to my icon.
Settings. Let's see here. Community. Yeah. Yeah, that's where you go. You go to settings, and then you scroll down and you'll see your hidden users, and then the blocked words that you type in, yeah, if that's what you do.
I am not seeing it on my side. I see it when I hit this. Okay, when I go to my icon, and you said scroll down to settings.
No. When you click your icon,
manage your account. Is that what you hit?
Hang on just a minute. Let me. All right, let's see here.
Maybe that's where I needed to go. Manage my account.
All right, you have to first you have to click on your icon, and then you go to YouTube Studio.
YouTube Studio. Okay.
Right, YouTube Studio, and then you scroll down to settings. You'll see at the bottom where it says settings on it. And then when you click that, then you go into community, and then you'll see it. Then after you make your changes, you hit save.
Okay, go down to settings in it.
Yeah.
Right. The little wheel, the little cognate wheel, and go to community. Okay. Oh, okay. That shows me who all my things are, and
you'll see your moderators, and you'll see blocked hidden users, or blocked users, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, look at here. See, I got Gear Garden, or whatever it is. I can't pronounce it right. Now, how do I? Okay, do I just
click?
Do I X them out?
Yeah, you just click touch the X, and it'll remove them from the blocked list or hidden user or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I can tell Miss Tony so she can watch this. She might be listening. I don't know. Now she can check and see why Rob is still invisible on her. Now if he puts in a different name, she can see him in the chat room. But if she doesn't put him in he doesn't put in a different name, she can't see him. Everybody else can see him, but she can't see him.
Well, no, you said you accidentally blocked Harold, so I couldn't even see him.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't trying to do that.
Right.
I was trying to get these.
Right.
These
I understand.
Trolls. And,
I understand. That has happened to me before too. Hello, Diggs Outdoors. Yeah, that's happened to me too because when the chat's rolling and you click on a name, it can very well click on somebody else's name. It can.
And you're
'Cause
not
I
even
had,
trying. You're like, well, snap, what did I do? And now I'm so stupid I can't get back to where I was at. And where did my percentages go? I can't see them. Oh goodness. Well, hi. My internet is gonna start acting wonky again, probably. Harold, if you're out there, try to type something in there and see if it shows up. I got you unblocked. I'm so sorry. And I can't believe Harold was driving down the road in a storm trying to do a YouTube video. Harold, are you serious? Lord have mercy. You don't do that on roads that you're not familiar with, mister. Even roads you are familiar with, you don't do
well,
that.
he said he was running 75 or 80 and hydroplaned.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was Kathy saying that he spun around like 3 or 4 different times or something there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why is
Hmm.
he trying to drive down the road and do a YouTube video and it pouring rain, the wind blowing?
Well, whenever he went, he said when he hydroplaned, it was after he went off. He said he wished he'd stayed on just a little bit longer so y'all could seen him hydroplane.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He needs equipment. We'd all been freaking out.
I, c- I, c- hey, I do it too.
I know. I saw your video. We're cruising down the road. I got my guys with me. I got my worker and my
Yeah.
mechanic. Uh, we're and I'm like, where you going, JW? You're going across into the Tennessee state line. You don't come far across the Tennessee state line, though, do you?
Mm-mm. I go right up there beside by Elvis Presley Boulevard up in that area. Whitehaven.
I walk down to Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you familiar with Whitehaven area, aren't you?
Huh?
Are you familiar with Whitehaven area?
Not really.
No.
I'm not real familiar with the Memphis area. I've been down there several
Oh,
times. But,
okay.
well, hi, Rob.
Yeah.
How are you?
I don't see Rob for
Thank
nothing
you
in
for
here.
checking on me.
There's
You
Rob
don't see
now.
Rob?
I do now.
I was going to say, really?
Man, I must have an ancient. I just got this computer. It must be ancient or something because you seen it before I'm seeing it.
It's a lag. I mean, it's coming up in YouTube faster than it is in StreamYard, and sometimes it'll come up faster in StreamYard than it will on YouTube. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah. You know what? I remember you. I remember you from the old days. You used to come in my deals. You was just Kim Donegan. You used to
mhm.
email us all the time. I remember that. I was just talking about that the other day. I said she used to. Talking
Yep,
about
I
Kim
was one of
Donegan.
your first ones
Yeah,
sub to your channel
sure
after
enough.
seeing you on Prepping 101. Yeah.
Yep, Kim Donegan.
Rob, how's things in West by God, Virginia?
I've heard that before. See people say that before, and I never understood it.
That's what my little brother calls it. He says, I live in West by God, Virginia. And
Yeah,
I
I've
said,
never.
yeah, I know where you live. Just reroute me your old lady, your new fiance's address so I could come to where you're at.
I wonder why they
Because
say
I'm not
by
going all
God.
the way to Charlestown because you're not in. Just to have something else to say, just another
Oh,
word to
okay.
put in there, I guess.
All right. All right, there, Laura. I sure will. Man, I am working on me a storm command center.
Rob said he don't live in West Virginia. He lives in East Virginia.
Oh, oh, so that's the way you say it, Virginia, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
Demeter, I'm working on me a storm command center.
You
So
are.
yeah, I'm trying. I'm
What's it
trying
gonna
to.
consist of?
I'm. I'm trying to set me up a camera outside that I can record bad weather while I'm inside here, and trying to fix up my desk here with all my electronics and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm a nerd.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you best of luck with that. My little brother, he's got them damn Alexa thing
Yeah.
all up in the house, got cameras all up inside the house, outside the house. I'm like, because my mom's 80 something years old and she's getting on up there and stuff. And uh, people have been scamming her. So, all right, Diggs. Um, people have been scamming her. So she goes and gets her money out of her bank and wires these people money, thinking that she's going to get money in return.
Mm.
And I've told my brother, and I've asked him, I said, brother, look, just you've got power of attorney. I don't. Because if I had power of attorney, I would have done took that checkbook. I would have done took all of her things away from her as far as the money goes and give her a little bit, every few days, you know. But I wouldn't give her no big chunk of money. Um, I said, because that's just, you can't tell her because we think maybe she might be in the early stages of Alzheimer's, but
Oh
not
yeah.
sure.
Right.
And it takes her 2 to 3 hours sometimes to drive from their house to here.
Mm.
And I'm constantly calling her, where you at? Where
Mm.
you at? I'm over here in Kentucky. What are you doing in Kentucky? I don't live in Kentucky, Mom. You got to come back to Tennessee, you know. So she's like, well, I was on the back road and I ended up over here. I'll be over there soon, honey.
Let me tell you something
Two
funny.
hours later,
2 hours later, what?
hmm, 2 hours later, I'll see her.
Oh yeah. Uh, my dad, he was taking me to a new warehouse, and he fell asleep. So he said, "Let me know when we get there." I said, "Man, I don't even know where I'm going." I said, "You're gonna have to tell me." He goes, "All right, I'll tell you." So he fell asleep. I was driving. He fell asleep. So I was just be bopping along, just driving through Memphis and everything like this, and then whenever he decided to wake up, we was in Mississippi. He, it was in Mississippi. He wakes up and he looks around. He goes, "I don't recognize none of this." I said, "Okay." He goes, "Where we at?" I said, "I think we in the state of Mississippi." He said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Why didn't you turn back there?" I said, "You was asleep. I didn't know when you. I didn't know where. So if he hadn't woke up, ain't no telling how far we'd have went. But yeah, we
Yeah.
he woke up at Hernando, Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, before I ever got a cell phone, and I used to travel with Sierra when she was little, we were going to Virginia for a wedding, and we left here. We ended up in some little place called Stickville, Kentucky, and it
Hmm.
was a little backwood hick town. Kentucky. And so I got turned around, And we got back on the road. And daggone if we didn't end up in another area. I forget where it was at, but it wasn't nowhere near Virginia. I'm like, man, if it wasn't for me taking the scenic route, I wouldn't know how to act. So, and now you got these things, you just hit waves and punch in where you want to go, and it tells you, how to get there. And I'm like, man, but I still got my old road atlas from when I was a truck driver, the big road atlas. So.
Yeah. Well, Harold's brother was helping him drive to Michigan, and Harold's brother was driving. Harold said, which way we going? He goes, well, the sign said we're going south. He says, we're supposed to be going north. He goes, well, we're going south. He said, we're going to wind up in Florida.
Well, that's almost like me and Sydney when Thanksgiving weekend we left, and I was just going to go to East Tennessee and meet Sierra over there. And then my brother's like, no, don't spend the night in a motel and spend Thanksgiving by yourself. Come on up here to West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Miss Kathy was having a jewelry sale that night. So what do? I pop in as I'm cruising down the interstate. So I don't have my GPS on the phone working. I was in Miss Kathy's room looking at some stuff, glancing over, looking and stuff. And I'm like, and they're like, Miss Kim, you're supposed to be driving, get off the phone. You can get jewelry later. And when I finally did get off the phone and go back to the GPS, I thought I'd done missed my turn. So I take this exit and I turn around and I go back and I'm like, and the GPS is telling me, you need to make a right-hand turn and you need to make a left. Oh goodness, everything is messing up on me.
Yeah, you was freezing up there.
What is going on with my internet?
I don't know, but you're freezing up. I can hear you sometimes. Y'all, we might lose Miss Kim here. But I'll stay in here. I'll stay in here until she gets back. So I'll just sit here and hold down the fort until she can get back. I feel like I'm doing my live stream right now. And
hey, I'm back.
Hey, she's back.
Thank you for handling this today, David.
You're welcome. It's like boom, I'm all up on
Miss Tony and Miss Malachi had to do that. I was trying to get back in my StreamYard one night with Miss Tony and Miss Malachi, and they were just sitting there just talking with everybody in the chat room, and I'm sitting over here blasting in the email and started up a new live stream, forgot how to get back in, and I'm like, you gotta love advanced technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Let me tell you about my trip to Memphis. Listen to this. So I got my friends with me. We're going, and these 3 state trooper, Arkansas state troopers, come flying by us. Okay. We think, okay, they're going to a wreck up here. There's been a shooting or something because they was cooking. All right. And so we get down the freeway a little bit, and there's this 18-wheeler that's totally destroyed on the westbound lane. There's parts all over the road and everything. So as we
Oh
get
no.
to Memphis and we're coming back, I think because Meat Puppet told me, he goes, if it was a fatality, that it's going to take a very long time. So I got on my app since I drive Arkansas, and you can see where traffic is blocked up. Sure enough, it was blocked up. So then we got off the freeway and we took Highway 70, which is the side road that'll almost take you all the way into Little Rock. But we got down that a little ways, and there was some more traffic blocked up from that one instance. Well, as we getting down through there, an 18-wheeler was on the service road, and it was sitting off of the shoulder in the grass, and the trailer was tipping over like this. It was tipping over on its side. It hadn't completely fell over, but it was tipping. So we sat there for a very long time. Then we decided to turn around. Then we take this other route that goes deeper into nowhere. All right. And we went through that, and then we made it to another town. That was blocked off. Something was happening there. So we worked through that, and then we come to the next town. Something was happening there, and we was blocked. And then finally we come to the third town, which was off the path, and it had an issue. So traffic was blocked up. So finally we made it out of there. A 2.5 hour drive wound up being like 5.5 hours.
Well, when me and Sydney was coming back,
and we found out that that incident, I told my friend, I said, I got a funny feeling that was a hazmat incident. And sure enough, after I got back home, it was a hazmat incident.
my bird over here, my little parakeet, or Sydney's little parakeet, when Mrs. JW is on Catawalkies and you can hear y'all's parakeet, my parakeet be over here just a chippering and chatting away.
Really?
Yeah. Trying to talk to y'all through the internet.
How many you got?
We're down to one.
Are you?
Yeah, my daughter Linda accidentally stepped on one when she was here.
Man.
After I had the wreck, and I
Mm.
was going to physical therapy, and she called me just a bawling her eyes out. Mama, I'm so sorry. I said, it's okay. It happens, because they like to get out and run around. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, the one that she stepped on, it could fly. It just chose not to fly. It just rather jump out of the cage and walk around and go
Can
into
you
the
hold
kitchen.
yours on your finger?
Mint is still, this one here that we got, doesn't really like to be held like that. But the other one, Violet, yeah, you could pick her up. She'd sit up on her shoulder and everything
Really?
else.
Wow. I wish ours would do that, but they won't. They're just
You have to work with them. You
They're
have to feed them little snacks and treats and put your little treats and stuff in the hand and let them, get used to coming to your hand.
like sticking your hand inside the cage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But I'll tell you what, them little beaks now, they're little, but they're powerful.
are they?
Yeah. Yeah. They've been known to bring a little blood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They can just barely nip you on your finger and you'll bleed, like getting your finger pricked,
Yeah.
get your blood drawn. Yeah.
Really?
I've had little bites right here along my lip or something where you sitting on the shoulder and you reach over to kiss them and they just real quick. And I'm like, ow,
Wow.
that ain't no kiss. That was painful.
Yeah.
I wasn't painful to you. Why are you being painful to me?
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
they would even get on the rabbit cages when I'd had the rabbits here. But they're out in the country now.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
but anyway, yeah, I wasn't really talking about nothing in particular, just except them storms and stuff, and
Yeah.
how bad I feel for everybody.
Yeah.
And yeah, Laura, I know I was in my chat room. You should have been in here that night. I was on here with Miss Tony and Miss Malachi. And Miss Tony's done it a few times herself now.
Hmm.
But I don't know. These internet services get wonky sometimes.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
JW, what's on y'all's plans for today?
I don't. Nothing. I don't guess
What
really.
news you reporting on today? Anything good?
Uh, I don't think. Hopefully, there won't be no news. Hopefully, it's a quiet day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully. Let me look real quick here. No, ain't nothing happening today as of right now. Let's not jinx ourselves.
Yeah, Dark Winter, Dark Winter. Where did it just go? Oh, I was like, I just clicked on it. I wanted to see what it said because I had something bookmarked for Dark Winter. Uh, it was from John Hopkins and Bloomberg School and Public Health. And this was dated back June the 22nd and 23rd of 2001, talking about a dark winter.
Oh, yeah,
Hmm. Very interesting.
yeah.
You
Or it's just
have,
most of the time, if you guys go live early, I don't get to watch because I have a little guy. Oh,
oh, well, thank you for popping in anyways. I'm glad that you made it. Um, I
yeah.
figure if I go early, maybe some other people would, I don't know. Some people go to church on Sundays, some don't. A
Mhm.
lot of people ain't doing much
Yeah.
anymore,
I'm gonna be.
recuperating from the night before.
Mhm. I'm gonna run a little test on that sidekick, that for Patriots little solar. I'm gonna run a test on it, and I'm gonna plug it into my little freezer today and see how it holds up against it.
Well,
I'll do it. I'll do a video on it and see.
now, how big is your little freezer?
It's just a little chest freezer. It's probably it's it's probably it's probably sitting at three. It probably runs at 300 watts. So I don't know. I'll just have to see how it works up against it because whenever when they're when something starts up, that's the startup power. Your startup power is always going to be more than your running watts.
Right, right.
Yeah. So the startup is that's the kicker.
Yeah. Well, you have to be careful with that too. You don't want to burn up that little generator.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I might not need to do that then, because
If it's not really, I was just going to say, if it's not really equipped for it, you might want to
yeah,
rethink that
right. Because
because
I
those
know
things aren't cheap.
no, it ain't cheap. You know how much it is, and it ain't cheap.
Mm-mm. No.
So I'm glad you mentioned about the little apartment little refrigerators. I'm glad because that'll run that. I'm glad you mentioned
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I mean, that would be good to
I had
have.
totally I had
You
totally
know,
forgot
people
about that.
have insulin and stuff that you got to keep cold and stuff, which I don't know if you do. But I
No.
know, some people do. And I know a lot of people can't afford those little solar power generators, because
Yeah.
they're $400 and up.
Oh yes, yes, ma'am. They are.
Um,
Man, I'm so
and
glad you mentioned that. Man, I'm so glad. I had totally forgot about this running power to that. I am so glad you said that. Man, that takes kind of a relief off my mind right there. Man,
Well,
thank
yeah, I
you.
mean, if your power does go out and you do, if it has a small freezer in it, you could put a few things in there, but you're not going to be able to put much,
Mm-hmm.
because you still got to get that airflow so it'll freeze.
Yeah.
Um, but it
You
will still keep your other stuff cold.
Man, that's awesome right there. I had smooth forgot about that. I hadn't even ever thought about it. Wow.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad I could help in
Man,
some kind of
you
way
you
today, sir.
you really have. That really did. I really did. I feel relief now. Man.
Well, see, your
Hmm.
solar power generator is worth more than what you thought, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And shoot, I could run the solar panels right out the window because it sits right in front of the window. I could just stick it right out the window. Boom. There you go.
Well, then that little solar packet that comes with it, it's only like three small little panels, right?
Yeah, it unfolds.
You could probably the window right there behind you.
Yeah.
It looks like it gets pretty good light.
Hmm.
You could probably
Have you
just
seen one
duct
of
tape
them?
it. You could probably just duct tape it right there in that window.
Oh, have you seen one of the solar panels out of the box? Have you seen one?
No, I'm
All right,
not. No,
let me go
just
get
what
mine
I've
and I'll
seen
show it
on
to you.
YouTube.
I'll show it to you real quick.
Okay. Well, Laura, I hope you enjoy the time you have with that 6-year-old. Is that your baby or your grandbaby? Uh-oh, sound like he crashed something. He's talking about one of the little dormitory refrigerators. Now that will work off of that little generator.
All
Well,
right,
hi, Miss Linda. How are you
this,
today up there in the fine city of New York?
that's it right
Here, let
there.
me let me do this.
That's the
Yeah,
Patriot Sidekick. That's it right there.
yeah, it's not
Okay.
very big. It's very
Uh,
lightweight.
and it's got the light on the back of it. Now, this is this is what the solar panel comes in. It comes in this pouch right here.
Hmm.
It's got it's got it's got all your cords with it.
Right.
It's got a cigarette lighter adapter,
Oh,
and
awesome. So you can charge it in your car if you need to.
yeah, and I don't know if you can see it right there or not. Let's see. You see this?
Yeah,
Let's see. You see that
for
little jack
your
right
USB
there?
port. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. And you just undo the clips right there.
Hmm.
See, there's four of them. It's bigger than what you think.
Oh, okay.
You see how big that is?
Yeah, but I think it'll still fit in that window back there behind you, JW.
Yeah. See, it's got a handle on it right there, and
Yeah,
that is long right there.
yeah,
See, that's long.
yeah. I like that.
Yeah. I had never tried it out on solar yet. I ain't had to, but I should. I should test it though. I am not going to plug this up and leave it up permanently outside
Yeah.
because
Oh,
somebody
okay,
will.
Diggs. So you going to do a video on that?
Uh,
I'll
Probably
have to
maybe
check
not
it out.
today, but maybe not today. I don't know, but I would like to have a solar panel where I could permanently hook it up outside and not worry about it. But I don't want nobody to decide to take it, because oh man, that would so not be good.
Yeah, I was asking Diggs. He was talking about doing a shooting video. That's what I was asking him. I told him I had to come check it out.
Digs, those run about $500 for the whole setup right there. You get the generator and the solar panel with it. Yeah, Laura, I'm sorry I didn't see your question. But for Patriots, they got all kinds of stuff on there. Seed starters, sun kettles. I got one of those, and the sun kettles. You got to have some intense sunlight for them things to warm up food or water or something like that.
Are you talking about the My Little Buddy solar thing that you bought? That looks like a rocket that you open the sides of it up and it for the heat water and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got the parabolic lens that open up like this.
Right.
And it's got a stand on it. But with the Jackery, yeah, it might. Yeah, I don't know how much power he uses.
Linda, did y'all lose your lights, or have you got lights? Or just surrounding areas up there in New York? The storm that went through here got them up in New York now. So my daughter is trying to give me an update in the chat room.
Oh, look at there. There's second half in here.
Well, welcome, second half. Thank you for joining.
92,000 out in Michigan.
Oh my goodness. No. You see, I seen some of the big power structures that they have and stuff. TVA is just like crumbled, so it's going to take some time for them to get all the structure. And they said it could, in some areas, even here in the state of Tennessee, which is a couple counties down from me, that got hit pretty good with the tornadoes and stuff. They said they could estimate at least a week or longer. So, and that's going to be the same way with Kentucky and other, especially Bowling Green, Mansfield, and the other areas that were hit with extreme devastation. What's Dig saying there, JW?
He's talking about his location shoots. He could use them to charge his backup batteries and stuff like that. When he says shoots, is he talking about photography?
Well, I'm going to say yeah, but maybe no.
Because that's what I do. I do photography. Maybe he's talking about doing outdoor.
Yeah, he likes to take little nature walks and stuff and record videos. Are you sub to his channel?
Nah, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go over here and I'll drop his link and stuff. I have some of them's links in here. If I can get my stuff to work and cooperate right with me.
Diggs, I like to do theatrical photography.
Let's see. Let me find him here. I got so many people that I follow, and it's hard to keep up with everybody I follow. I try to slip in a chat room here and there, and I copy it. Okay. Diggs, I'm dropping your link to your channel in the chat room for you there, buddy. If anybody would like, Diggs, if you want, you can come up and tell people about your channel. I can drop you the link and you can come up. Watch what you're doing, Kim. You're going to exit yourself out of StreamYard. Yeah, just give me just a minute, hon. I got you. There you go, Diggs. I'm glad Tasha is doing a lot better. She looks so much better, bless her heart. She was in the hospital with the seed stuff going on there. Oh, okay. All right. Well, just let me know anytime. You know you're welcome to come up.
All right. I just subbed to his channel.
Back to work 7, 8, 9, or 10. I don't know yet. LOL. Oh my goodness. Well, second half, thank you for stopping in here. I appreciate it. And be careful at work. There goes my stuff again, acting stupid.
Yeah.
And YouTube is glitching. Everything is glitching and glitching and glitching.
You never guess what I'm charging my phone with
Can
right
you still
now.
hear me, JW?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I can. I was.
Well, good. We're experiencing technical difficulties on Miss Kim's end again. Oh my goodness. I froze up. Everybody's froze up.
I'm froze up. I think we might be losing her here.
I was fixing to type in the chat room. I'm a glitching over here. Well, thank you, Southern second half. I appreciate that. Lord have mercy. If it ain't one thing, it's two more. Oh my goodness, Diggs. Okay, hon. I know you got a little bit advanced technology. 1 minute you're doing the spinning wheel of doom over here in YouTube, and everybody's flashing in and out over here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Yeah.
They're toying with my emotions.
Yeah.
What did you say, Linda? Yes, ma'am, I can. Did you get me any pictures to share with me on that project you're doing for me? Just answer yes or no. I will. Your uncle will be down here later. He's going to help me put the tree together. He's going to put the tree together. I'm just going to watch.
You're starting to get a little pixelated.
Really?
Yeah, I can see you're moving. I can see you, but you're kind of pixelated a little bit.
Well,
That's
I don't
hey,
know why it looks clear over here. What is
yeah.
them little dots? I don't know. Look, y'all, you look clear. I look clear. We look clear on YouTube, but
Mm-hmm.
you know how it is.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What
I
did you
guess
say?
I'm gonna have to get off here, Demeter. Just want to get up here and say hello to you.
Well, I appreciate the company, JW.
Oh yeah, not a problem.
You tell Mrs. JW, and I pray you and her have a wonderful day today.
All right. Well, same to you, ma'am, and everyone. Wish y'all a good day. God bless you all, and always be rock solid, y'all.
That's it. All right. Later, JW.
All right. See you later.
Well, I appreciated the company up here. What you saying, Linda? I know I'm freezing up. I'm not freezing up on your end. Yeah, I got kicked out of my room again and had to come back. You know how it goes. But I ain't gonna stay on here too much longer. I was just, really moved, and my heart just really feels for everybody, and with all the devastations from these tornadoes that stayed on the ground for over 200 and something miles, for Pete's sake. Never. I mean, I could see that happening if if there was no buildings and stuff like that. I mean, I could see a tornado lasting and traveling that long, but over the hills and valleys and all the buildings and structure and stuff, that's just really really heartbreaking and devastating. But my heart goes out to them all. I may come back on live later on tonight after Miss Kathy gets done with her live stream. But if I do, it won't be long. See if I can maybe get a couple of ladies come up with me so we can do some prayers and stuff. Because it's not just here in the United States that's getting devastated. It's a worldwide thing. And we need to pray for everybody throughout the world. Yeah, Diggs. My daughter, she lives in New York. She doesn't live in the big city in New York City, but she lives on the outskirts of New York. But I do have a son down in the city. My only son is my baby boy. Been trying to get him to get his butt up out of there, but he won't do it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. And my first husband used to tell me when we lived in mountains in North Carolina, you don't have to worry about tornadoes up here, honey. We live in mountains. We don't get no tornado. I'm like, bull crap. Bull crap. It's going to go wherever it's fueled and directed to go. So you just don't never know. Just don't never know. And Trish couldn't be here today. I told her I was going to go live today, but it was going to be later on this evening. But she's getting the kids back and stuff today, So I sit over in their chat room for a few minutes last night, the wee hours of this morning, I should say. Yeah, Laura. Yeah, a lot of places that never used to get tornadoes are getting tornadoes, you know. And I'm telling y'all, this is from my own personal instinct. And this is because centuries ago, when they started manipulating the Bible and taking God's word and transferring it into whatever they wanted and leaving the true parts of, a lot of 30 something parts of the Bible, the books out, because they don't want people to know. They've been able to manipulate and Shanghai and bamboozle us for eons. And they've got this weather manipulation down pat. And so they use that to their advantage. They figured if you're not getting the, here, they will find other means to depopulate, because that's their main goal, depopulation. And I've said for years, anybody that is from the age of 30 on, 30, 40, 50, 60 and on, they want us gone. They want us all gone. Especially any of us that are awake and have any common sense about us. They want us gone. Everybody else from 30 and back, through their 20s and their teens, they can control them because they already are. People are so caught up in the web of deception and deceit. They're lost. These kids today are not learning nothing. And to try to pull them away from an electronic device and get them outside to try to work and plant flowers, or show them how to grow food, or try to get them to climb a tree, to teach them how to climb a tree, to make snares and stuff to hunt with, or teach them how to try to shoot a bow. They have no interest in it whatsoever. None. It's really sad. And I always liked playing in the dirt myself. I like doing automotive mechanic, and I like turning wrenches, making something out of nothing. I take and strip down old computers and stuff that people don't use, or they tear up, or you can't fix them and stuff. You strip them down and take some of them parts out of them, because you never know. You could use them later on down the road for something. Yeah, when I lived out in the country, the kids like being outside, but being in the city, living in an apartment, you have to be a little bit more cautious, because you got people moving from up north down south. We got people moving from bad areas out of Chicago to here, and different places, and not all people are bad. And I know this, but their principles and morals and values are not the same as yours or mine. My principle, morals, and values may not be the same as yours, but it's God, family, and country. Those, God, family, and country. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I can't even do the feral walk. I ain't got enough strength to push a wheelbarrow across the street. I think an ant could do a better job than I can. Yeah, the phone is the worst thing you could give a kid, or an iPad or something when they're little. It's bad enough that they sit in front of this thing here and watch stuff on Disney that's inappropriate and other channels that's inappropriate because the warlords think it's not inappropriate. But I remember back in the day when communities would stand up and fight against stuff that's being showed on TV, you know. Yeah, me too, Linda. Me too. Well, that's awesome, Laura. That's good. My oldest daughter, she could shoot a bow. She could learn to shoot a lot better, but um, I went and bought her a new bow the year before last for her birthday. Uh, was it a compound bow? Yeah, the big tall bows. Uh, Bought her that. Bought her a set of arrows, the whole 9 yards. Spent a lot of money on the stuff too, by the way. Never could get her to go to the country to try to practice shooting at a friend of mine's. So it's all still in the box. I still have it. She left it here with mom instead of taking it with her when she moved to be with her husband. So, but oh, that's awesome, Laura. That's really awesome. Linda, you just having a mellow day at home, enjoying your little bit of time off from work? I know I keep saying that God's called me to move towards the foothills of the mountains, but after looking at the earthquake seismograph and stuff the other day and seeing that over in East Tennessee, it's kind of remaking me think a little bit. I think the safest place for me is right here in the middle part of Tennessee, but outside the city. Maybe even outside this county. I don't know. But well, I appreciated JW coming up here today. That was nice of him to pop up here and chit chat with me for a few minutes, and y'all in the chat room. Yeah, there you go, Laura. That's it. Yeah, I got to get up off of here too pretty soon and uh, get myself busy and get a couple of things done before my brother gets here. Him and his daughter. I don't know if my mom's coming or not. My brother said he hopes that she gets out of the house, but he's coming down here not just to see me. He's coming down here to visit an old classmate and see how she's doing and stuff. So But I just want to tell you all that's in the chat room, Miss Laura, Linda, Diggs, JW, Miss Tony, Miss Malachi. That was sweet of you to pop up here and try to get your grandkids to say hello. And Miss Malachi, if you're still listening, I will try to come back on later on tonight if I can, if it doesn't get too late, because this is the last week of school before winter break. Friday, they get out. They're going to be out of school for 20-something days, y'all. Can you believe that? 20-something days. I'll be ready to go like, pull my hair out. Miss Laura, you have a blessed day as well. I want to say thank you all for joining in, and I love you all. I pray peace be with you all, and your families are safe and healthy. And like I said, later on tonight, I'll try to get a couple of ladies up here with me so we could try to do a little prayer jam and stuff for everybody that's been hit by any type of devastation and health problems. And I'm so thankful to know that Miss Trish or Tasha and Trish both are doing better health-wise. And Tasha is the one that her channel is prepped for it. I will drop links to some channels later on tonight when I come back on live and stuff. So in case anybody wants to sub to different channels. But God bless you all. I love you all. And I pray peace be with you all. And I will let you know how my Christmas tree turns out later. Yes, Linda. Yes. Okay, Tasha. I mean, Miss Laura. That's good. I'm glad you know Tasha. I did. I don't do a bunch of stuff online, but I did get her P.O. box address that she posted, and I did send her a card and a gift in her card. So, yeah, that's good. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. She's a sweet person. She really is. Tasha, Trish, um, um, Lowe's, Fish and Lowe's, and Miss Tony, and I'm trying to Hodges Homestead, Miss Irene and Leo, and Miss Angie. I'm trying to see all the ladies over here, Mouse Toes, and I'm trying to hit all the ladies, TJ Prep, and they're all in Autumn's backyard. They're all great people. They really are. And a lot of the guys on their channel are great people too. Don't think that I don't appreciate you guys. Some like to use the potty mouth a lot, but still, it's their channel, so they can do whatever they want. If you don't want to hear the mouth when it gets real potty, you just exit the building, but yeah, Diggs, you're right. Yeah, Trish told me I had just missed her, that she was on there their channel last night, and but I had seen her video that she had put out herself, and I told her, I said, "Oh, look at you! You look so good." She got herself pulled together a little bit and got herself cleaned up, and the nurse braided her hair, and it looked nice and stuff. They were real nice with her and stuff. And Sandra, you talk about Sandra Moody, Laura? But like I said, instead of me doing anything online, I don't like to go to a lot of them PayPal things and stuff like that. But I did send her a little gift in the mail with a Christmas card. And Miss Laura, was you talking about Sandra Moody? Yeah. I know. It was hard to watch it. It was hard to watch her videos of her sitting at home in her recliner trying to talk and um, really having a hard time breathing. But we have to thank the Lord for answering prayers, and remember, just keep everybody still in prayer, everybody. Even people that we don't know, we still need to keep them in prayer and stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I was reading the channels that I'm linked to and stuff, Miss Laura, you know, because I love a lot of the ladies and stuff. Thank you, Diggs. You too. And I'll be coming over and checking out some more of your videos. I've got so many people's videos. It's like I can't play them during the day much because my little girl, she does school here online. So I keep the TV off, the computer off and stuff, so it doesn't distract her. And I pray you all have a great day. And if you go wandering out in the woods, Diggs, be careful. And Miss Laura, you have a wonderful day out there on your property and enjoy that wonderful little 6-year-old you got. And Linda, I will give you a call. And y'all make me want to cry, but I'm not going to cry. But it's not tears of sadness, it's tears of happiness, you know. So I love the fact that I've been able to get on here and meet people from all over, even from across the pond. I love my extended YouTube family from the UK and stuff too. I love you all. Stacy J, if you watch this video, honey, thank you for coming up on my show the other day. I enjoyed it, and I would appreciate you coming back again. I got to know how your date went. All right, you all. Well, I pray he feels better soon, honey. Hope it's nothing serious. But I love you all, and you all have a blessed day. Okay? I'm going to sign off for now. It's Miss Kim out.